From KTVN, this is 2 News Nevada, Morning Edition.
Multiple people are hurt after a car driving the wrong way crashed into 2 others on I-580. What state troopers believe contributed to this crash. That's straight ahead.
Plus, a drug dealer has been sentenced after pleading guilty to multiple charges. How long he'll be behind bars is coming up.
And roads are a mess along our mountain passes. Mainly just rain in the valley, but can rely on a mix throughout today. On the details coming up.
Good morning and thank you for starting your Monday with us. I'm Kyle Louder.
And I'm Faith Justice. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I don't think the snow is finished with us yet. And the wind last night.
Oh my goodness. Blew you sideways if you were outside.
I know, seriously. Let's get you over to Angela Schilling now, our meteorologist, so she can unpack this for us. Good morning, Angela.
Yeah, good morning. Thankfully, we're not seeing as much wind out there, and that's typical. When we start to get some rain to spill over, winds usually die down, and so that is the case this morning. Overall, I think roads are just going to be wet in the Truckee Meadows today, but there still is about a 20 to 30% chance of where it could be slick in spots, especially above 5,000 feet, and can rely on a little bit of some snow mixing in from time to time with the rain. It's that time of year where it's a harder time accumulating to the roads because of a higher sun angle. So more than likely, I think 90% of today in the valley, roads will just be wet, but there is about a 20 to 30% chance of where we could at least see a little bit of some slush, and it could be slick in spots. Winter storm warning is still in effect here for the Sierra, and it goes through 11 p.m. The bulk of it is right now. Once we get into this afternoon, though, it's going to be more spotty. It will be more hit and miss. But the first half of the day, that's where it will be more steady and persistent. Also, winter weather advisory further to the south here. We also have a wind advisory up further to the south as well, and that goes through 8 p.m. It has expired in the Truckee Meadows. Now we're seeing some rain in the valley. It is spilling over. The front is pretty much right over top of us, and that's what's allowing for the steady rain to just build right over top in advance of that front. Then we have the low, which is still offshore, and that's why it's raining into part of northwestern California. So the front rolls to the east today, the low moves in behind it, and then we get more showers for the second half. We also have a good amount of cloud cover, good amount of moisture to work with here. You can see that low I was talking about is just to the west of southern Oregon and Medford. That will swing in here by the second half of today, and that's when it will become more showery. So again, majority of the rain snow is right now. Thankfully not quite as windy as it was yesterday, but it still is breezy. Wind gusts at times near 30 miles per hour. I'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Angela. Friendly reminder here, chain controls are in place on some roads. We do have a live look at Kingsbury Grade this morning, where they are required for vehicles, except if you have a four-wheel drive vehicle with snow tires, you do not need chains. Again, a reminder to stay safe. It looks pretty slippery out there this morning. And because of all this weather, all Incline Village schools are on a 2-hour delay this morning.
And in Crime Beat, a man is dead after being shot in the hotel lobby of the Nugget Casino. The Sparks Police Department says it happened a little before 5 o'clock yesterday morning. Officers were at the casino for a routine call for service when they say they heard gunshots. Police found a 35-year-old man with gunshot wounds in the lobby. He died after first responders took him to the hospital. Officers say the suspected shooter, a 19-year-old man, was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening gunshot wounds as well. Detectives believe that the two men got into a fight before the shooting happened. Officers believe that this is an isolated incident and there's no threat to the public.
Also in Crime Beat, an Elko teenager is facing multiple charges for allegedly selling drugs out of his apartment. The Elko Police Department says after searching 19-year-old Adam Brooks's apartment, officers found more than 17 grams of methamphetamine, a gun, and things commonly used in drug deals. Officers say he was carrying cocaine when he was detained, and his charges include maintaining a residence for the sale of a controlled substance, possession, and allowing a minor to be present during controlled substance violations.
A Reno man has been sentenced to 20 years in prison after pleading guilty to drug charges. The Washoe County District Attorney's Office says last year Juan Flores Falcone sold 26 grams of heroin to undercover officers with the Regional Narcotics Unit. The DA's office says he was later pulled over and arrested. Officers found 45 grams of heroin in his car and 127 grams in his home. Investigators searched his home again and found more than 8,000 individual doses of heroin. Flores Falcone will be eligible for parole after 6 years.
And the Churchill County Sheriff's Office is asking for help finding a missing woman. Nancy Griffiths was reported missing by her family in January. Deputies believe she's in the Reno-Sparks area with a man whose identity is unknown. Her car has been found in Lyon County. So if you have any information, please call the Churchill County Sheriff's Office at 775-423-3166.
And in case you missed it, 3 people are hurt after a person driving the wrong way on I-580 crashed into 2 other cars. Nevada Highway Patrol says it happened near the Mill Street exit a little before 7:30 Friday evening. Troopers say the driver was heading southbound on the northbound side of the highway. NHP says all 3 drivers suffered minor injuries. Troopers suspect the wrong way driver was impaired.
And if you find yourself needing a ride tonight, RTC has got you covered because they're offering free rides from 4 p.m. today until 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. RTC is encouraging drivers and pedestrians to stay alert and aware of their surroundings this St. Patrick's Day. Actually, all the time.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
All right, coming up on 2 News Nevada, the Washoe County School District is upgrading their school bus transportation.